Welcome to Mystic Moons, Virgo. I have been dealing with my computer trying to update on me for about 5 hours. If I updated, but that was a little bit of interesting retrospective time. Sometimes your timing is not the universe's timing. I'm trying to spend that with other productive things, Virgo, like painting my nails, albeit a little messy. And probably I put too many coats before they could dry. So forgive my fingers that may appear extra dipped in magenta. This is a reading for anybody with significant Virgo energy. So Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising, Virgo signature sign. If you have significant Virgo energy, this reading is for you. If you appreciate my time and energy in doing these readings, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. And Virgo, trying to think if there's anything else. Well, if you'd like to show a little love, thank you for the like. If you would like to show a little love towards the channel, you can always send a little donation my way. Details are in the description. Shall we get into it? What's the message for Virgo right now? I have the world. And that world is accompanied by hangman. So we're getting some Pisces energy, Virgo. Hangman is Pisces, 10 of Cups is Pisces, and death. I have good things in your energy, Virgo. Something that I think complements you quite well. But it's interesting with all this water, more than anything, Virgo, you're going to actually feel great with this acknowledgement. Something that you've worked for, and also to a progression. Shall we find out more? Hello, hello. With all this water energy here. Let's go and see. Virgo, I'm actually most curious in death. Let's check out death, and then maybe we'll take a peek at hangman. But all I know, Virgo, is that your energy looks really good. Things are progressing. Looks like right on schedule, Virgo, and it looks like progressing in your favor. That death is bottom of deck energy. I do say things are progressing in your favor, but it looks like, Virgo, what's coming your way is something that you've been expecting for a while, expecting, anticipating. You've laid the groundwork for this. You've held quite some high anticipation for this, Virgo. And one could say that you were expecting this to come in a bit sooner than it is, which is now. Well, if you have any personal questions for a donation, I can go and pull cards for you. So you can think about that. If you have any personal questions for a donation, I'll be more than happy to see. Details are in the description. So back to this death. This death that underneath has a tower, very strong Scorpio energy. We have transformation. Of course, we don't need to go and have death here to tell us we have transformation when we have the world. World already tells us that it's a hallmark of one, do I say season? One chapter to another. Here, one moment, my cat is harassing my other cat. Okay. Took care of that. When you have that many cats, you need to go and act as a mediator. Anyway, so Scorpio, yes, Scorpio, we already know that we have a transformation, Virgo. We don't need to go and have the tower and death, two hallmarks of transformation, to go and come up here. Hello, hello. But what I do have here is, well, first of all, acknowledgement. Actually, now that I have this energy, before I read that, let me actually see what this hangman is all about. Because I'm curious if this is, well, I already mentioned before that, oh, thank you for the likes. I already mentioned, Virgo, that with the initial bottom of the deck energy that we had, it spoke of the fact that you had laid seeds, you had done the groundwork before for what is coming in now. And that's a little bit of the energy that I have here under death with temperance, two of cups, and four of wands. You know, for temperance to be here, there's all is not peachy, right? There's some kind of bump that happened. At the very least, you could say some sort of bump happened, and now it's being rectified. Now it's being addressed. Now the healing starts. Now the acknowledgement starts. It's a boon for you, but it's a boon that you earned. It's a gain that you earned. It's acknowledgement you earned. So that's why temperance is interesting coming up here, and also kind of connotates, again, that past energy. So let's see the hangman. Hangman, I have three of cups. A lot of water, Virgo. Maybe you have significant water. Maybe you know people with significant water. I have all three of the water signs very prominent here. Of course, Eight of Pentacles is Virgo. But it also is a feeling that you're touchy about. I'm not going to say sentimental. We don't have I can't say the word right now. Sentimentality. I'm not saying it right, but you know what I mean. It's not about that, but it is something that you feel very deeply about, something you have been feeling very deeply about. And as time has progressed, Virgo, it's also coming into a feeling of, well, not even just a feeling, an energy of what you're owed. You know, there's expectations here, and you've worked for those expectations. Those expectations have been delayed. But what I have here with Hangman is very patient energy, faith. Hangman clarified by a Three of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Someone who's gracious enough to have faith. Faith in the fact that things will work out. You've done everything right on your end. Now it's just a matter for everything to fall into place, giving it time to go and fall into place. And yes, Virgo, things are indeed falling into place. With Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups gets the moon, very, very, very strong Pisces energy again. So I'm also going to say to Virgo, maybe in the energy that I have here, and of course, Nine of Pentacles, by the way, is also Virgo energy. I'm also going to say maybe with what I have here, I would almost reflect as well, what happened in a time between February and March. Either this year, could something be working out in February and March coming up? I'm not sure, but I do think with all this Piscean energy, it's also worth it to go and think about the February and March time periods. It doesn't necessarily have to be this year, it could be last year, and also anticipating something being fully resolved by next year, the beginning of next year. You have a whole new chapter coming up here, Virgo. In fact, you should already be starting to go into it, Virgo. You should be able to go and see those tides changing, Virgo. 10 of Cups clarified by the moon, the devil, some more Cancerian energy with 4 of Cups, plus we have Ace of Cups. I could have sworn I had the Chariot. Well, I have 2 of Cups. No, I don't, but I have 3 of Cups. I have tons of Cancerian energy here too. Lots and lots of water. In fact, I'm going to say too, Virgo, with all this water signs, I want you to also think about not only March and February and March. I'd like you to think about June and July, and I'd like you to anticipate something coming up. I'll anticipate something coming up as well come Scorpio season, come fall. And I think that's going to continue, Virgo, through early next spring. That's probably when the real change is going to happen for you. Going to be putting this current phase aside, and you're definitely going to be getting some very sizable success. Sizable success. And it's building. Already a new phase is for you, Virgo. So let me say, you have something quite beautiful coming your way. And there's nothing you need to do to claim this, Virgo. You've already done all the work necessary prior. And now it's just a matter, Virgo, of allowing the universe and the various energies, both of your environment and the people around you, just to settle in like puzzle pieces, Virgo. You have been acting in good karma, Virgo. And you have blessing of happiness and gain coming your way. The things that have been stagnated for you, Virgo, that will change. As I said, I feel like sometime between starting the fall to next spring. And do think, Virgo, think about, because with all that Cancerian energy, think about what's happened recently for you. Recently, or even currently with the summer. Because there's something that is, well, just like the sun turns, right? Or the earth has its rotation. We have the sun, we have the moon, we have the evening, we have the sunrise. There's something in your energy that's shifting like that, Virgo. Shifting like that. A cycle is coming to an end, or I believe, Virgo, a cycle has ended. You're on the Steppenwolf hours, Virgo, of that time right before a new dawn comes. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Virgo, thank you so much for all the likes. And until next time, I'm wishing all of you the most beautiful day. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Bye-bye.